school hockey in Minnesota. And tonight, one of the premier tournaments throughout the regular season gets underway, the 20th annual Trot Boys Hockey Tournament from the Plymouth Ice Center. John Jacobson along with Dan Ficken and Jay Wilcox. And our first game tonight, Dan, features two state tournament teams from a year ago, Maple Grove and Edina.
Two teams that were in the state tournament last year out of this tournament. Great rival. This is almost becoming a rivalry. These two are just powers. Both have experience. Obviously, we know about Edina, but Maple Grove got a lot of kids coming back. This is a pretty solid hockey team.
Maple Grove beat Edina in the state quarterfinals a year ago. The Crimson going on to the championship game, lost that one in overtime to Andover. Edina came back and they won 5th place, beating Moorhead, a team we'll see later tonight. So we'll see Moorhead and Wayzata later. Wayzata, Edina, and Maple Grove all ranked in the top 10. So like I said at the top, this is a terrific field to start the season.
I find it ironic. I look at the past few years we've done this tournament. 3 out of 4 teams make the state tournament out here. 2 of them are in one section. There might be 4. But it's a heck of a good tournament. A good warm-up, too. These guys are playing against the best competition they can right now. It's a great way to start the season.
So we've gone through some scrimmages, but now this is a chance for the coaches really to evaluate their players, at least on the opening weekend, get a little better idea, okay, what do we have to work with this year?
Yeah, really, especially when you're looking at lines, you know, you want to get the right feeling on it. You don't get that in practice. You got to play a few games to get it together. We'll see some line switching tonight, some guys moving around a little bit. I like the goaltending in this game, boy. We got a couple good ones, especially Mr. Karkowski at Edina. He is something special, one of the best in the state, might be the best in the state.
Let's look at our key players, starting with Maple Grove. They're the visitors tonight. Finn Brink had a terrific season last year. He can really put the puck in the net.
Well, I just found out he lit up the Elite League this year, too. He's second in scoring out there, so I think he's primed and ready to go, and they're going to run through him. He has always been, you know, that straw.
And for Edina, Matt Vandervoort scored in double figures last year. He comes back, coming off a 13-goal season in 21-22.
I like that 13. He had 13 assists, too, and the number 13, I like that. But, boy, he's a force, too. He's really come on strong, big, can get moving, really create some space in front. Really good hockey player.
Great way for us to kick off our coverage of the boys hockey season for 2022-2023. And we'll drop the puck with period number 1, Maple Grove Edina, live on CCX right after this.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
Live from the Plymouth Ice Center, it's the 20th Trot Boys Hockey Tournament. Maple Grove and Edina, number 2 and number 4 in the preseason state rankings. Take that for what you will, and you know, before the season, you look at our bracket, Maple Grove and Edina kicking off our coverage here. Moorhead and Wayzata at 7 o'clock. And then the championship games at 5 and 7 tomorrow. There's a little caveat in that. Moorhead, no matter what, plays at 5 p.m. tomorrow so they can get back up north. So if they are in the championship game actually will be flipped and it'll be early. And we'll play 3rd place afterwards tomorrow.
Okay. I guess we'll have to go by that schedule.
Right.
All right. I love this. I love this tournament, folks. This is 3 of those teams were in the state tournament last year in this tournament. So
let's look at our starting goalies, starting with Maple Grove, Jack Roach. First year as a full-time starter. Senior last year, you saw his numbers playing behind Toby Hopp, pretty good, 5-0, and goals against is 0.91. And Robbie Klarkowski, very solid last year for the Hornets, 21-9, goals against 1.86, and that save percentage .923. Couple of good ones in net. Maple Grove, Dan, with new uniforms, so new that Coach Berglund said, he told me an hour before the game, we got them about an hour ago.
timing's everything, isn't it? Cheapers.
I like them.
Yeah, they're nice. I like the numbers. You can see them.
The opening minute of play here at the Plymouth Ice Center. The puck shot down into the Maple Grove zone. It's an icing on Edina. Will come back down to the Hornets end.
Who's that guy?
Kurt Giles. Been around a while, right?
23 years.
Seasons as head coach of the Hornets. Todd Berglund now in his 8th year as head coach at Maple Grove. Got them to the title game a year ago. Shot on net and for save for Klarkowski.
Boy, nice clean win on that faceoff play. They ended up a real nice shot.
Face-off win for Maple Grove. A shot and fired wide of the net. A good look at it by Lucas Bush, but missed the net. Puck comes back to the Crimson line and skated down there by Bush. Back across. Picanato up the center ice and then shot back ahead by Edina into the Maple Grove end by Charlie Sandman. On the boards, controlled by the Hornets. Shot and goes to the corner and then pushed back out to the right point. Controlled by Maple Grove is skated out by Bush. Shot down into the Edina end. As Crimson go make a change, hitting the corner there.
Well, we're going to watch two very fast, good skating teams, and they're going to get physical. They're big, and they're very skilled. Right now, Maple Grove's got the most returners coming back, and they have the more experience here, so I'll give them a little edge in that area here. But Edina, like if John doesn't rebuild, they just reload.
Kurt Giles was telling me about their junior class, a really strong junior class, got some scoring ability that they're very high on. Maple Grove trying to get it out of their own end, kind of bottled up here. Puck in the slot, chipped at, goes wide of the net and picked up there by Gavin Anderson. Icing on Maple Grove.
Talking to Coach Berglund in Maple Grove before the game, he was really happy with his D. They got 4 defense returning from last year's state tournament team, and he says they are mean and rough in front, and he doesn't expect too much traffic in front. We'll watch how that works out tonight.
Way down on the Crimson end. Trying to get it out of there is Jack Kernan. Lost to Edina. Hornets player goes down and it's ahead and shot into the Edina zone. Hornets will take it back. Pass on the left wing, sent it back to the middle. And bumped off the puck was Ryan Flaherty. Working the puck there with John Halverson. Back out to the point. Skating in now. Eric Dexheimer. Lost it along the board. Shot out by Maple Grove. There's a chance for the Crimson. This is Finn Brink. Comes down deep and then taken out of the play on a good play by the senior D, Charlie Sandvin. Onto the stick now of Lucas Cole. Cole play it ahead, but too far for his teammate and down into the Crimson end as Edina goes off for a change.
Well, both these teams can score goals. I mean, Edina averaged over 5 last year, and Maple Grove averaged 4. So we're going to see some fireworks going on.
Top of the right circle, blast wide of the net off Grant Leno's stick, comes all the way out to center ice to Picanato. He'll shoot it back in for the Grove. Onto the stick now of Eddie Rubning. Off in the corner. The Grove trying to free it up, and it goes around back behind the net. Chomping at it there was Ty Pakefield.
Hand pass?
Looks like it.
Yeah, looks like a hand pass. Well, then Maple Grove comes back and turns it around after Edina spent some time in the Maple Grove zone. Now the Grove has kind of got them stuck in their own zone.
First 4 minutes of play of the season for these teams. Face-off win for Maple Grove. They'll chip it into the corner. Collision there. Centering pass out in front and then knocked off the stick there of Blake Steenerson. Edina getting it down to the Crimson end. They'll whistle Edina for icing.
Well, both teams got to be aware of the counterattack. Each of these teams is good skating, and they can counterattack quickly, and we'll try to get an odd man situation out of it. We see how low Maple Grove was great opportunity there. The Steelers just couldn't quite get a full handle on it, and bang, out comes the Hornets.
Riley Bott trying to win the face-off for Maple Grove. It does come back out to the right point. Shot steered away by Klarkowski off the shot from Andrew Leafblad. And the Hornets will skate out with it. Sandbin getting it ahead and trying to get it ahead for Grant Olson. Again, missing on the pass. So another icing on Edina.
You can't tell it's the first game of the season, John.
Yeah, right.
3 icings right off the bat.
Nothing ever seems to fluster that man. At least he has the same demeanor anyway behind the bench when we see him in games, right?
Yeah, he never looks happy though either. Oh.
We mean that in a good way, though.
Oh, absolutely.
He's one of my favorite coaches.
Oh, he's fun to talk to.
Might stem from the fact that he was one of my favorite North Stars players back in the day, too. What a great defenseman.
Oh, yeah, he was.
Here comes Edina on the move. Shot away, but it goes wide of Roach off the stick of Halverson.
And the fun thing about it is you can see that his players play the way he played. He was a skater, and he wasn't a big physical guy, but he could skate and skill you to death, and that's what the Hornets do.
He's pretty physical, though, as a defenseman. He could lay a good hip check on you, Dan.
I never saw him lose a fight either.
Right. Back into the Edina zone. Passed across. Intercepted at mid-ice by Giuliani, and then back onto the stick of Flaherty. Come the Hornets, 1-on-2, shot away. Roach the save, rebound try, and he makes another stop. Back-to-back tries there for Matt Vandervoort that we talked about in the pregame. Vandervoort with it again. Stops top of the circle. Tried to put the puck back out to the point. Cleared by Maple Grove. This will be icing on the Crimson. Good scoring chances for Matt Vandervoort. A quick sequence, and Jack Roach up to the task.
He makes a great save here and here, right there. He never changes his position, stays outside the crease, cuts the angle down really good. Very cool and calm. Let it hit him and die. Nice play by Jack Roach.
Roach played football last year and decided he was going to just concentrate on hockey this year, and it really got himself in good hockey shape.
Yeah.
And Coach Berglund really happy with how he looked in the scrimmages and leading up to his first game here tonight.
Yeah, he's been really sharp. Unfortunately, he's not going to play in the championship game.
I'm sure he'll be there.
Oh, I'm sure he will be.
That's right. Maple Grove gets control down in the Edina zone. Hornets come back. Vandervoort poked off his stick nicely by Connor Stelgis. Out to the neutral zone, then back in the Edina zone. They've got a tag up. Maple Grove controls again. Lucas Margineau to the blue line. Wakefield stopped there, and Edina will come back with it. Out they come through center ice into the zone. Lipinski got it deep. Let the Crimson control. Puck ahead, and Maple Grove's offside.
Offside, got stuck in there. Kind of back and forth a little bit right now. I'll tell you what, though, that Edina was really pushing hard in that last rush, that counterattack thing, and really put some pressure on the Maple Grove D. But they covered it really well and kept it out of danger.
Eric Dexheimer with a shot that gets blocked. Tie up left corner to the left of Roach. Push back up the wing. Sandbin for Edina moving in from the point. Maple Grove gets it back. And then back behind the net. And out they skate with it. Picanato to center. Lost it briefly. Gets it back. Pass a little bit behind Joey Emgren. But down in the Edina zone. The blue line. Shot away here. Deflected try. Goes wide off the stick of Joey Leafblad. Kept in by Emgren and then golfed out of the zone by Edina. Crimson back with it. Jeff Kernan at center, one of the captains. Avoids a check, lost the puck. Hornets with it. Halverson lost it and cleared out by Maple Grove to center. Halverson getting it back. And upended at center ice was Rubning. Shot in by the Hornets from the left side. Vandervoort down low. Roach got that pipe covered. Comes back out. Rubning. Right point, moves into the high slot. Passes it off left circle. Side of the net. They score. No, they wave it off.
In the crease. I think it was man in the crease. There was goaltender interference. Boy, you could almost feel it coming there, John. You could feel it coming. I wish Coach Giles would stop getting so emotional.
We'll get the explanation. We'll get a look at it.
Pretty sure it's going to be goaltender interference for the Hornet falling over the goalie. Right there, number 12.
Lucas Cole. They'll bring the face-off outside the Maple Grove line. We played about half of the first period. No score. Officially just 2-1 in shots on goal. And pass back out high and nobody there for Edina. They got to chase it all the way back down to their end. Here's Rubning with it. Up through center ice. Comes to Cole. Cole with a shot. Save made by Roach. Tie up and then picked up by Maple Grove. Kernan, shots deflect and up on out of play.
Good stop by the Edina defense there. Really got it at the blue line the minute he crossed it. They were on him. Really surprised the size of the goalies. Both of them are over 6 foot.
Yep.
Wow. Covering a lot of net.
Face off. Won by Maple Grove. Blue line shot. Deflection goes just wide. Bush with a shot. That hits traffic in front. Anderson trying to keep it in for Maple Grove. Edina gets it back. Out they come with the pass to center ice to Warpinski. Oh, he took a big hit. Down he goes. And Bush both going to the ice. Kept in the zone though by Dexheimer of Edina. First down to the left corner and behind the net. Flaherty, number 11. Now it comes out high. Dexheimer. Left side, shot away. And Roach the glove save off the Rubning shot.
We'll see a great hit here. Just a really, really nice job by Lucas Bush of Maple Grove. Just rubbed him right out. Coach Berglund said they've had a really good time in the weight room, so he expects them to be a little more physical this year and be a little stronger.
Maple Grove with control of the puck. And they come, and losing the puck as he came into the slot was Brink. Shot away, and toughest test so far. Korkowski turns that one away. Up to the corner, back out right point. And shot away and deflected by Korkowski, up and out of play. Off of Picanato's shot.
Well, that first shot, John, he was screened. He barely saw it at the end. I got over in time, but he just plays good position.
Preston Moses to face off against Lucas Cole. Hornets had the puck briefly. Getting it back. Let's get it back to their own end. And now Stelgis will charge up ice. Pass ahead. It's deflected, and Edina takes it away. Rubbing in his own zone. Banks it out to center. Touched up into the zone. Up on his side of center. Oh, we went out of play. So we'll face it off right at center ice.
Yeah.
Clean face-off win for the Hornets. We got 6.5 minutes to play here in a scoreless first period. One goal disallowed for Edina. Icing on the Hornets. Wayzata and Moorhead to follow at about 7:15 tonight, live on CCX. Jay Wilcox and Dan Chicken on the call of that one.
Pretty good look at number 18. Blake Standerson for Maple Grove here, 6'4". You can tell his presence on the ice.
Face-off win for Maple Grove. Shot whistled wide by Lucas Marganeau. Edina golf it out and play it ahead for Vandervoort. Down the quarter, Vandervoort emerges with it, skates right out in front. Roach has got to make the save. Puck still loose out front, and finally skated out by Maple Grove. Patefield will bank it off the boards and down into the Edina end. Net came off briefly, and that brings a whistle.
Well, great move by Edina. They're getting in front of that net. They just walked right in front. Maple Grove didn't stop them at all. There's a good sign coaches like to see too. When they say crash the net, they actually mean it literally, John. They mean it. Yeah.
Pays off and come back outside the Hornets blue line now. Leafblad trying to knock it into the zone, and he got knocked down by Mikey Mason. Got away from the blue line, a rebound try. Oh, and Klarkowski sprawls out to make the save.
Wow. Kind of get an idea why they think he's one of the better goalies in the state. That was a really nice save.
Initial shot coming from the blue line. There's rebound try and be able to turn away Finn Brink.
Yeah, he saw it and he butterflied just at the right moment and caught it with his right leg. Nice job.
Now we're ready to go. Puck still in the circle. Comes back out. Leafblad with a shot. Another save by Klarkowski. Andrew Leafblad's shot. Hornets trying to skate it out. John Warpinski to the blue line. Lost it though before he could get out of the zone. Kept in by Anderson. Around the boards. Hornets to the blue line. Comes back to the circle. And out they come with it now. Warpinski got it as far as the Maple Grove end, but then the Crimson control. 1-0 pass ahead. Brink is being tied up. Centering pass out in front. Nobody home for the Crimson. They're making a change at D as it's shot back into the zone by Picanato. 4:45 to go here in the scoreless first. Here come the Hornets. Grant Olson. Dexheimer. Lost it down in the corner. On the boards and out of the zone comes Maple Grove. Luke Giuliani got stood up at center. Brink getting tied up. Let's see which way this one goes. He gets tied up with Barrett Dexheimer. I think it's going to be Brink that's going to get the box here.
You always got to suspect the guy that's pointing at the other guy. Oh, took an elbow right in the mush. That's why he kind of grabbed on there a little. Well, Edina on their first power play here. Boys had a good one last year. They were running at about 18%, which is just a little bit below average, but we'll see how the power plays work now. Too early in the year, it's usually pretty tough to get a good power play going. You're just trying to put a team together, and you don't work on your specialty teams that much, but we'll see what they put together here.
12:39, the time of the penalty. Puck tie up in the corner, comes back out. Left point, back out to the right side of Robbinsdale. Side of the circle, outside of the net. Back onto the stick of number 9, Mason West. Back to Robbinsdale. The West moves in, shot away, gets deflected up in the air, knocked down there by Bobby Cowan. Comes back to West. Left side, right point. Robbinsdale's shot gets deflected and went off of Roach's arm and wide of the net. Back it comes, Robbinsdale. Spins, trying to get it to West, poked up away by Picanato. Gets it out of the zone as Maple Grove makes a change in their shorthanded unit. 1:15 to go in the power play for Edina. 3.5 minutes to go here in the first period. Robbinsdale sets up left side. Now feeds it off to the left circle, across, and a shot away, hits the side of the net off of Halverson's stick. Comes back out. Mason. Left side fires away. That gets blocked. Robbinsdale will keep it in. Right side. Behind Halverson. Trying to break it up and clear it out. Was Connor Stelgis. Now it does come outside the zone. Edina will bring it right back in. Vandervoort dropping it back. It's the return pass from Halverson, who moves in. Back behind the Maple Grove net, pass, nobody there, and it comes outside the zone. 20 seconds left now in the man advantage for Edina. Almost a giveaway. It is given away, and unable to do anything with it as the stick was tied up was Blake Steenerson. Kind of one last rush, under 10 seconds in the power play. Shot away, Roach the save.
Well, there's where being 6'4" has a lot of advantages in deflecting that puck for the Maple Grove Crimson. Get a good look at your shot here. Pretty good angle. Roach is out above his crease, which is the right place to be. A good angle on it, really cut it down nice.
Back out to the blue line. Penalty time is over, and down to 2:15 to go in the first period. Swept back to the corner by Mason. Maple Grove will head to Steenerson at center ice. They'll golf it into the opposite corner as Brink gives chase. Brink takes a hit into the boards by Sandvin. Up to center and shot back in by Maple Grove. Good job of keeping the puck away and turning away with Barrett Dexheimer there. Gets it back. Dexheimer coming in, circle, lost it, and knocked away by Brink to the end boards. Plays it up the wing, and out come the Crimson. Comes Steenerson with it. Nice little drag with the puck, and then out of the way. Stop made. Goes back behind the Edina net now. The 1:10 to play in the period. Crimson back out. Stelgis shot from the blue line. Stopped by Klarkowski. Another shot, but that missed from that shallow angle by Margano. Another shot away. And off the blocker of Klarkowski. Shot out of play by Edina.
And they were happy to see that happen. They got bottled up pretty good there. One advantage they had was the puck was up by their bench, so they could make some changes in between, but there were a few of them stuck up there for quite a while. Maple Grove doing a good job on the forecheck.
Face-off win for Maple Grove. .40 seconds to go in the period. Puck loose in the circle in front of the Edina net. And then the Hornets gain control. Ryan Flaherty brings it in deep left wing. Flaherty puts it out in the high slot, picked off there by Maple Grove. This is Bush coming in. Lucas Bush, shot away, glove save by Clarkowski. Had it, and then they would score. And Maple Grove is on the board first. I thought Clarkowski had that first shot wrapped up, but did not, and it was knocked in, and then the wraparound try as Lucas Margano scores, and it's 1-0 Crimson.
Yeah, it comes around from behind here. Like you said, the initial shot, Clarkowski looked good with that save, and it slipped out of his glove. He didn't grip it long enough.
That was a great goal.
Yeah, that was a great goal, a hustle goal. Yeah, Margano coming around there really nice. He gets blasted for his effort, but he don't care. Gets the first goal of the season, official goal of the season for the Crimson, and they're up 1-0 over the Edina Hornets.
Luke Margano a year ago, 7 goals, 22 assists, gets his first of this season. Picked off and then taking a big hit. And going down was Brink as we go to the end of the first period. Shots on goal 9-7 in favor of the Crimson, and they get the lone goal at 16:44. Luke Margano on the goal with the assist to Lucas Bush.
Good opening period for both teams. Kind of got settled in. Good hockey for probably the second half of that first period. And now go back and get a rest and move on with the Crimson with a 1-0 lead.
We'll take a break. We'll come back. Jay Wilcox will be back. We're going to hear from the coaches between the intermission, or between the periods. Crimson score late. They lead Edina 1-0 after 1 at the Turkey Trot.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You will also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
Welcome back to Plymouth Ice Center for the 2022 CCX Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament. We're after 1 period of the first game, and it's Maple Grove leading Edina 1-0. Todd Berglund, the Crimson head coach, joins us, and nice to get one very late in the period there. How much did that do for you guys heading into the locker room?
Yeah, of course, that's a huge energy lift. Anytime you can get a goal late in a period like that, that's a big energy lift. We started out, we were jittery, and not to be, to be expected in a venue like this. The crowd is hopping, and they were jittery. And once we settled down, we started to play our game, and our speed picked up, our passing was better. So yeah, great to get one late.
Fairly physical first period. There didn't seem to be a lot of room for either team. Is that what you were hoping to see, or did you want to spread the ice a little bit more?
Yeah, I think, like I said, everyone was a little bit jittery. They were playing tight, and when a tight game, you want to play physical. Everything was perimeter play. I think this second period, you're going to see things loosen up, and Kurt will make some adjustments, obviously. But, it was a tight checking game, and both teams played physical, and that's what you want to see.
You guys were state runner-up last year, obviously. Got a taste of being in the tournament, going deep. How much do these guys look forward to trying to get back there again this year?
Yeah, that's the expectation. It's we know every day we got to bring it. We got to work hard every day. We got to do the little things ground up. If we do those things, good things will happen. But we want to get there back there bad, and we're hungry and anxious to get back there.
Last thing for you, second period, any adjustments or anything you really want to see different, or is it more just kind of loosening up and playing your game?
Yeah, I think our neutral zone was not what I wanted it to be, certainly, but I think once we loosen up now, I think our speed guys are going to start to go, and I think it's going to be a fun period to watch because I think you'll see more up and down.
Thanks, Bergie. Good luck the rest of the way here.
You bet. Thanks for all you guys do. Appreciate it.
All right, Todd Berglund, the head coach of the Maple Grove boys hockey team. They get one late in the first. They lead Edina 1-0 after one. We'll be right back here to Plymouth Ice Center with more of the 2022 Turkey Trot Tournament. Welcome back to Plymouth Ice Center in the Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament here on CCX Sports, and we're in the first intermission of game number one. It's Maple Grove leading Edina 1-0. Maple Grove football back in the Prep Bowl for a second straight season, and we've got two of the linemen up front that have helped get it done for the Crimsons, Eth Petrie and Max Draheim. And let me ask you about this football season. How exciting has it been for you to have such a great year, undefeated up to this point?
It's awesome. Just playing throughout the whole life, playing with these guys, and finally get to go to the Prep Bowl for the second time. It's awesome, especially going undefeated this year. So, it's a lot of fun.
You guys have had a lot of games where you not really in doubt, but the last week you got tested against Lakeville South. But how cool was it to come through and get the win, make some key plays down the stretch?
Yeah, they were a really good opponent, and it's nice to get the win, especially losing to them last season. And they're a very good opponent, so really tested our abilities.
How much fun are you having getting a chance to watch another good program here in your school, Maple Grove Boys Hockey?
It's awesome watching the other guys play some nice hockey, and they did pretty well last year, so they're already doing pretty well this year. So,
last thing for you about Rosemount, do you know much about them? Have you guys watched a lot of film, and what do you expect in that one?
Watching film, they're a pretty decent team. We can definitely beat them. So, they're going to be a good challenge like last week. So, they're another undefeated team. So, it'll be a good game.
All right, thank you so much for joining us. And Max, how about for you? What's this season been like? I know you guys expected to do well, but you've been great all year. How fun has it been?
Yeah, it's been really fun. After all this hard work, put in the off season and throughout the season, it's great to see that we can finally come together and give it one last shot together, try to win it all.
You guys obviously have some star power, you think like Kilzer and all that, but also just a very well-rounded team. Has that been fun to be, knowing that each area of your team is really solid too?
Yeah, it's really great that we all got a bunch of boys that are all really gritty. We're not the biggest team, but we all work hard, and that's what we're based off of.
Last year you got to the Prep Bowl and had a close loss, but how much did that drive you this year to want to get back?
Yeah, it drove us a lot. All of us were working so hard in the off season, and we're all excited that we get to get one more shot, try to win it this year.
You get to be a fan out here this weekend. How is it to be up in the crowd at a game like this?
Yeah, it's really great. We got a really good community going, a lot of good athletics right now in Maple Grove. All of our teams are basically making it far runs in the playoffs, and yeah, it's great to see the community coming like this.
Yeah, do you think it matters? Is it fun to know that other kids in other sports come to football and then you return the favor a little bit?
Oh yeah, that's really great. We all are buddies, and we're all cheering for each other. So yeah.
All right, thanks for being with us, and good luck in the Prep Bowl.
Thank you.
All right, a couple of the old linemen that have helped get the Crimson into the championship game in Class 6A in football. And again, that'll be next weekend. It's usually on Thanksgiving, but because the Vikes were at home on Thursday night, it'll be next weekend, Maple Grove and Rosemount for the 6A title. We'll be back with more of our live coverage of the Turkey Trot Tournament here on CCX in just a moment.
Back live at the Plymouth Ice Center where Maple Grove leads Edina 1-0. First semifinal of the 2022 Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament, sponsored by CCX, hosted by the Wayzata Trojans. First period of play, and just the one goal came late, but there were some scoring chances, though it took a while, Dan, to get a lot of shots on goal in this one.
Yeah, it did.
Shots on goal were 1-1 for quite a while, but then the shots picking up, back-to-back shots right there for Matt Vandervoort, perhaps Edina's best scoring opportunity on the night, or one of the best. They did have one goal called off right there as Roach got interfered with. And at the other end, Robbie Klarkowski comes up with one of his 6 saves that he made in the first period. You can tell I'm still in football mode, saying half briefly there. Then there's the goal at 16:44 on the wraparound try. Margano scoring, the assist going to Bush to get Maple Grove on the board. Just the one penalty on Maple Grove. Edina unable to take advantage of it. Shots on goal pretty even, but Maple Grove with a slight edge at 9-7. Better scoring chances, though, for the Crimson overall in that first 17 minutes.
Good first period. Very physical, very fast. It's going to get nothing but better here.
Second game tonight. Again, Wayzata and Moorhead, so stay tuned for that tonight on CCX. Games at 5 and 7:15 tomorrow here as well. This is a huge crowd for opening night. I mean, we're used to good crowds here. This is as good a crowd as I remember for a Friday night for the games of the opening weekend. This is back-to-back.
Standing
room only, like deep standing room only around us and behind us and in either side. It's great to see. And it's 4 outstanding hockey programs, 3 in the state tournament last year. Edina, the defending champion here in the Turkey Trot. They have won this tournament 8 times through the years.
That doesn't surprise me, but this is the premier place to be. If you want to open up your season right, this is the tournament to be in right now. Like I said, 3 out of the 4 teams made the state tournament last year, and the coaches love it because they're not playing a 19-0 type game. These are all tight. These are all well-versed, skilled teams.
Right, you get a good test, and even if you come out of this 0-2, and you don't want to come out of here 0-2, you know you've gotten tested, like, okay, what can we reset after that opening weekend and get back to practice on Monday and figure some things out.
Yeah, it's a good introduction for the new kids, too. Now, this is what varsity hockey's about, kids. If you haven't played here before, you're going to find out quick.
And I remember John Ammerman, the Moorhead coach, telling us that last year. He said, we've got such a tough schedule before Christmas. We could very well be under 500, but we'll get better. And sure enough, I looked back. They were 500 on December 22nd, then ran off a string of wins in a row, ended up in the state tournament, got to the 5th place game, lost to Edina in overtime.
Yeah. Well, it's a good test. It's a good place to be for high school hockey this weekend.
Ready to go in the second period. Crimson leading the Hornets 1-0. John Jacobson, Dan Fick, and Jay Wilcox with you from the Plymouth Ice Center. Rowe will skate it out, center it out, and then poke it into the zone. Margano, who had the first period goal, goes down back behind the net. Jack Kernan trying to work it, number 15. Centering bats out in front. Brink is out point blank.
Boy, that's not going to happen too often.
No, he had an excellent chance there. Good first shift here for the Crimson. Brink will pick it up in the corner. Loses it. Kept in the zone, though. Nice job by Maple Grove. Kernan a little bit too far out in front of Luke Giuliani. Edina can only get it to the point. Shot away and almost tipped by Brink off the point shot from Margano. Edina finally able to get it out to center ice. Brink has it poked off his stick at the blue line, and back comes Edina with West. Brink wide pass, missed. Pass ahead, trying to get it to Patefield. He catches up with it, drop pass there. Backhand try, and then going to his forehand, and Klarkowski able to make the stop on Steenerson. Left point, puck kept in the zone by Peccanato and cleared ahead over Piccanato's head. This is Vanderborg, shot away, fired it high. Left point kept in by Dexheimer. Vanderborg back behind the Crimson net. Sweeps the puck around, trying to pinch in from the right point and keep it in. In doing so was Sandman, number 14. Comes back to Sandman. Right point, fires a shot away, and Roach, I don't know how he saw that one. I couldn't see the puck, and all of a sudden number 1 has it at the end.
He was moving to get a good look, and it happened to be the right direction to the right here, but boy, some real hot fire from Maple Grove here. This was like unbelievable. Finn Brink in front, and then Stevenson coming in here. It's that big long reach, covered up the 5-hole really nice. Klarkowski's doing a great job for the Hornets.
Cowan and Bott on the face-off. Shot away. Roach makes the save. Puck comes back to him and he covers up.
Boy, John, I don't know if you caught that first save he made was just he was going to his right and that puck came left. He got that left leg out just in time to stop it.
Bott and Cowan again on the face-off. Bott winning the face-off this time. On the boards and pass by Emgren across. Joey Leafblad. It's back deep. Ingram goes after it. On the left boards, takeaway. Here's Ingram with it. Shot from the circle. Popped up in the air, not a play.
Boy, just the tempo and the speed that the Crimson have come out with in this period is way different. It's a whole different team. Coach Berge said they would be showing the speed this period, and they certainly are.
Kernan tying up with Casey Mason. Shot away after the face-off. Klarkowski. There's a good one between the pipes. Makes the stop for Edina. Play behind the net. Brink rifles a pass out high. Shot was fired high by Andrew Leafblad. Point Brink. Side Anderson shot away, got a clear look in on Klarkowski, and senior Robbie Klarkowski able to make the save on Gavin Anderson.
Well, there's the man right now for the Hornets because Maple Grove has decided to really put this up to a new level. They've come out with a little extra bounce here and they're really putting the pressure on. I see 3 scoring chances right now in the first 3 minutes of the period.
Pete Field and Halverson on the face-off. Pushed out by Edina to center ice. Backhanded into the Edina zone. And out they come. 3-on-3 into the zone. Halverson puts it out front. Roach able to control the puck as it raised off the stick of zone defenseman Margano, but right to his glove.
Always got to be paying attention here. It's funny how the puck will take a weird bounce every once in a while. It's one of the worst things when the D puts it in his own net.
Grove can't clear. Kept in the zone. On the left boards is push for Maple Grove. Ahead to Steenerson. Steenerson will push in and then push down. Charlie Sandman. Puck comes out front. Whistle, a shot, and we got it's in the back of the net, but clearly a whistle before that. And we're going to have a penalty, a cross-check penalty on Steenerson.
Sometimes those cross-checking penalties for the big guys are kind of unfair because they're not bringing their sticks up above their shoulder. See how low he is? But it's still a cross-check.
Time of the penalty, 3:34 in the second power play tonight for Coach Giles and the Hornets.
Well, they probably haven't had a lot of chance to practice it all week, but they're getting some practice now. Revening for Edina. The West
Into the zone, Bobby Cowan left side. Set up along the boards. Bring it around all the way to the right side to Mason West. Rebbening off for West. And the slot is shot, but fired well wide of the net by Bobby Cowan. Left point, Mikey Mason. Cross to Rebbening. To West. Down to the corner to Cole. Cole. Cowan. West. West. A little hit there from Kernan. Puck comes loose and picked up by the Grove, and Marginal able to get it ahead. Here comes Brink, short-handed, shot away. Karkowski the save. Brink gets it back. He'll kill a little more time. Firing it from the blue line and clearing it down the length of the ice was Marginal. 40 seconds left in the power play. We're going to have a penalty coming up at Edina. Eddie Rebbening's going to go. We're taking out Joey Emgren.
Not very happy about it, but that's kind of unusual too, John, when you get 2 penalties called on you right in a row like that. Oh yeah, he kind of grabbed him and threw him a little bit. That definitely is 2 minutes.
Called for holding. So we'll play 4-on-4 for 40 seconds, and then Maple Grove will have its first power play of the night. At center ice, Maple Grove got the turnover, but lost it quickly as Bush couldn't hang on to the puck. Back comes Edina with Halverson skating in left side. They'll go to the corner behind the net with Leno. Cleared out by Maple Grove off a skate and back into the Crimson end. And then back on to the stick of Brent Leno. From center, a fire shot wide of the net. Hayfield squeezes in to keep the puck in the Edina end as Maple Grove now has the power play. Puck poked away. Chance here for Flaherty, shorthanded, but couldn't do a lot with it. 1:09 left in the power play for Maple Grove. So we're 11 minutes to go in the second period. Still 1-0 Maple Grove. Hornets clear it back down into the Crimson end. Marginal. They'll set it up here. Just lost it.
Yeah.
Gets it right back. Now feeds it off onto his left. Brink into the zone. Drop pass. Steenerson will carry deep and back behind the net to the corner. Steenerson feeds it off right boards. This is Bush with it. Back out high. Marginal is shot. Karkowski the save and gathers the puck back in.
Tarkowski kind of lost it for him. That was a good shot. It was a quick shot. Probably expected him to stop it and then shoot it. He just shot it right off the pass.
.29 seconds left in the power play for Maple Grove. Kernan wins it back to Marginal. Shot away. The glove saved by Karkowski off a Brink shot.
Well, Edina's doing a good job keeping that front of that net clear so Karkowski can see everything. And if he's seeing it, he's certainly going to stop it.
This time Cowan winning the draw for Edina, and they're able to poke it out of the zone. That'll kill off pretty much the rest of the penalty. Marginal being hampered in his own end by Bobby Cowan. Turnover for Maple Grove, shot away and blocked by Bush and skate. Edina holds the zone though. They're back at full strength. Shots on goal 13-9 in favor of the Crimson. They lead it 1-0. Steenerson brings it in left side. Centering pass, trying to get it back to Steenerson off the stick of Kernan, but didn't connect. Maple Grove's got a reset back on their own end. Stelgis pass ahead. Steenerson nicely poked away on a good defensive play by Mikey Mason. Halverson shot away. Just on the short side. Halverson gets it back, sweeps it across. Now played back to behind the net. Halverson gained control with Kernan. Missed on the pass. This will be icing on Maple Grove.
Well, Maple Grove needed a little rest that time. They had a big rush into the zone, kept it, and then got back in their own zone and got a little stuck, but good, smart play there.
9:17 to go in the second. Up on the Hornets 1-0. Their spot in the championship game tomorrow against Whiteside or Moorhead.
I think one thing that's going on here too, the Maple Grove returned 4 of their top D, and they're really holding down Edina. They really haven't seen much glimpse of a shot at all this period.
Maple Grove with control of the puck in their own end. Up the center and then fired right back in from center ice by Sandvin. Flipped up in the air, comes to Sandvin again. Plays down the left side to the line. Right ahead. And Crimson will get it back out. Race for the puck, trying to get down there. Amgren got to the puck. Turned around a little bit, comes back. Oh, what a big hit there. Imgren's laid out by Cowan.
Ooh.
I don't know if that was so much an intentional check as just a collision, I think, between the two of them. Cowan's got the size advantage there. Hornets will play it back up and out of the zone. Here comes Vanderboort. They'll skate it down deep. Vanderboort puts it out high. Shot away. Roach makes the save. Levening had a pretty good look at it. Jack Roach, an even better look, and makes the stop.
We'll take a look at this hit now and just see if it just wasn't a collision. Kind of looked up and there they were. Edina, a nice little rush there, and Roach was right on top of it. But Maple Grove D is keeping that front clear. They're letting Roach see that puck all the way in.
No icing here. Edina back in their own end. They'll get it to the blue line, but Marginal, good job to keep it in. Kernan back out. Left point and glove save by Karkowski. Face off in the Edina end with just under 8 minutes to go in the second. We'll hear from Coach Kurt Giles of Edina after the second period with Jay Wilcox. Shot on net and save made by Karkowski again. Little reset, do it again. Kernan and Halverson. Face-off win for Kernan. Stelgis able to keep the puck in the zone at the blue line. Comes back to Kernan, down low, shot away and fired it wide. Marginal puts it to the opposite corner, onto the stick of Brinko, and then underneath the stick of Stelgis at the blue line and all the way back down. Roach gets there first and leaves it for Stelgis. Turns, fires it. Halverson trying to keep it in, but couldn't for the Hornets. Back it comes to Robbinsdale. Robbinsdale going back behind the net and gives the pass up to Dexheimer. To the blue line, intercepted by Marginal of Maple Grove. Puck nice. Finally controlled by Mason West. Here comes Halverson, shot away. Roach to stop. Marginal and a couple of guys taking a shot there at Halverson, and now we get some more pushing and shoving. Players going down. There's got to be something out of this, right?
Now, boys. You don't see too much of this in high school hockey, but I'll tell you what, these two teams have played quite a few games over the past few years, including state tournament last year. Got a little bad blood going on.
Looks like Brink is going to go for Maple Grove, and two players for Edina. They'll take both Flaherty and Halverson. Anderson.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they're going to take 2 from Maple Grove as well. Kernan was the late add into the box.
Boy, Finn Brinkman business there. He just took that Edina play and just threw him down the ice. Well, we're going 2 apiece, and I think, yeah, we'll play 5-on-5. No harm, no foul here. Let him cool down the box. Let's continue to play hockey.
So 4 minors there at 10:07. As Dan mentioned, we'll continue to play 5-on-5 here. Grove able to get it out to center. Stevenson's pass missing on the far side. Bush trying to catch up with it. Didn't get to the puck. Back out. And Edina will get it out of the zone. Race down to the blue line. Getting there first was Andrew Leafblad for the Crimson. Hand pass. All 4 of those penalties, by the way, for roughing.
Roughing. Yeah.
Face-off win. Here's Vandervoort. Beats it off on his left to Cowan. Cowan carries deep, backhand shot. Rhodes a good save. Cleared by Maple Grove out to center ice. Shot back in by Dexheimer. Anderson. Passes into the blue line. Comes back to Anderson. All the way gets back to Roach, actually. That missed Anderson. Vandervoort has it. And a good play from behind. Taking it away by Steenerson. Hornets still hold the zone, though. Comes out front. Hatefield getting it to the blue line, but not out. Now Maple Grove's pass comes onto the stick of Bush at center. Bush left side stops. Will drop it to the corner around the boards. Left side, 5.5 minutes to go in the second period. Flip down the ice. This will be icing on the Hornets.
You can see Edina picking up the physicality here. They're trying to slow Maple Grove down a little bit. They've had the jump on the Hornets throughout this period, so they're going to try and slow them down by getting physical with them.
Casey Mason on the face-off. Shot away. Karkowski makes a big stop on the point shot from Picanato. Maple Grove gaining control again. Picanato skated up through center ice. In on the left side. In the circle, still with the puck. Right circle, shot away. A lot of traffic out in front. Loose puck, and Edina skates out with it. Lipinski in on the left side. Will drop it to the corner. Skate after it along with Maple Grove's Leno. Battle 4 in the corner. And a 4:35 to go here in the second period. Still a 1-0 game in the late first period goal from Luke Martineau. Not going to be icing here as Revening goes after it. Went down. Maple Grove able to turn it over out in front. Patefield has a shot at it, and then Karkowski covered on it. Puck was lost from the referee's view, and that brought the whistle. A little more pushing after the whistle as well. Revening not happy.
Good play down here. They just got it down quick.
I think he saw that he was brought down there. I had a case for it.
But look at that. Right now, the Crimson, they're all in front of the net, boy. They got there real fast and just caused a commotion. The Edina almost got scored down there, but Karkowski's standing up to the task. He did a nice job making a couple saves there.
Shot away. Karkowski makes another good save.
Whoa.
Giuliani ripping one. Here's Brink, who's back on the ice after the minor penalty. missed there. Puck in the corner and cleared out of play by Edina. Exactly 4 minutes to go here in the second. Halverson on the faceoff. Back out. Margaret wants to tee one up with a lot of traffic. To the corner. Picked up by Luke Giuliani. Turns and fires. I think it's deflected wide of the Edina net. Big crash in the corner. Giuliani after it again. Halverson poking it off his stick briefly. Now Halverson has it. He'll skate out for the Hornets. Halverson, and that goes wide approach, looking for a tip perhaps with his teammate Flaherty cruising down the slot. That's Maple Grove. Jack Kernan and across the line. Kernan deep. Backhand shot. Tarkowski to save. To the blue line. Maple Grove able to keep the puck in the zone. Coming to the corner. On net. Tarkowski the save. Rebound try from Brink. Stopped again. Flaherty for Edina. Shot away here, and Roach has got to make a stop. On the Hornets. Shots on goal now, 22-16.
That's going right on net. No ice.
Rebning turned it over. Bush drop pass, a shot and goal.
Beautiful.
Turnover costing Edina, and it's 2-0 Crimson.
Boy, just a great forecheck there by the Maple Grove Crimson. Came down there, saw it wasn't nice. They played it. They jumped all over it, got control. Stenerson coming down the slot. They just got the puck right to him, and he ripped it. Well, errant pass by Edina. My fault. I'm sorry.
Yep, intercepted by Bush, who picks up his second assist tonight. Blake Stenerson gets his first goal of the season.
Boy, big rule in hockey, John, never pass across the middle, ever.
Stenerson, 9 goals a year ago, puts his team ahead 2-0. Goal coming at 14-18. Puck out of the zone. Maple Grove trying to skate it down again. And a good defensive play coming back. But able to take the puck away. Dexheimer not on. Bush a chance. Cowan will skate in. His shot. It's deflected off a skate. It's back to Bush. Trying to clear. Kept in. Rebning moves into the circle. Poked off his stick. And here comes Anderson for Maple Grove. Putting it back out high. Picanano lost it. Vandervoort will move in right side and lost his stick. He's back ahead. And losing it there was Imgren for Maple Grove. Back out right point, shot away, tipped just wide. Edina player still down on the hit, slow to get up.
Eddie Rebning. He got hit pretty good going into those boards. He went down in shoulder first. Joey Leafblad hit him.
Rebning coming off. Slowly, but able to come off under his own power.
It's kind of unfortunate they found out that the boards are actually very hard. Don't like that.
Tough way to find out, right?
Yeah, darn.
Look at it again.
Oh, wow. Ouch.
Joey Leafblad. And Rebning going down hard. Now the Sports comes to the right point. Kept in there by Leno. Back out, Leno will chip it back in. Maple Grove's got to get back on side. Going ahead to the Maple Grove line. Leno after takes a check for Halverson. Down to a minute to play here in the second half. In the second period as Steenerson takes the pass from Brink. Centering pass, nobody there for the Crimson. It'll come all the way back down to the Maple Grove end with 45 seconds to go. Roach will leave it for Leno. Side comes up to center to Kernan. Center ice to Kernan. And kind of chip it back in. Wide Picanato there. Trying to hit Kernan at center ice. Broke it up by the Hornets. 25 seconds to go in the period. Leno will play it behind his net to Kernan. Flips it up to center. On the stick of Rebling, who's back on the ice already for Edina. Mikey Mason. 5 seconds to go. Skates after to the corner. And that will be the end of the second period of play. Whew. Well, Maple Grove peppering the Edina nets. Robbie Clarkowski even more in the second period than they did in the first. And then the Hornets with a bad turnover in their own end. And it leads to a nice goal for Maple Grove late. And the goal from Steenerson. Bush with the second assist. And it's 2-0 Dan.
Great period by Maple Grove. They outshot them. Well, the shots now are 24-16 Maple Grove. They took it up a notch that period, John, and really started putting it on them. Well-deserved 2-0 lead.
We'll take a break. We'll come back with our second intermission. Our score at the Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament. First semifinal of the day. It's Maple Grove 2, Edina 0.
Welcome back to Plymouth Ice Center in the CCX Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament. We're in the second intermission of Game 1. Maple Grove leading Edina 2-0. And Kurt Giles, the Edina head coach, joins us. And Kurt, what was your overall impression of those first two for your team in the season opener here?
A little sloppy and a little tight in different areas. I think kids are a little bit nervous coming into it, and so a lot of things to work on.
You don't really get to ease into the season here with a number 2 versus number 4 matchup, but I think both programs are kind of used to that by now. Is it a good way to get their feet wet into the season?
I think it's a great way. There's great teams up here for this Turkey Trot. Pat's got obviously Wayzata, Moorhead, Maple Grove, and ourselves. So great teams to come up and play. You kind of get a measuring stick right into the blocks and see where you're at.
For a lot of the kids too, playing in front of this big of a crowd might be something a little bit new, even if they've been playing hockey for a long time. Is that a thing that you like to get their interest in that part of it too, just so that they're ready for it later in the year?
Well, what you hope for is they're not worried about the crowd. You hope they're focusing on their hockey and focusing on what they need to do. But it's a great environment. It's always a great environment up here. We come up for the Turkey Trot, always is, and we love coming up here.
What adjustments, if any, do you want to see for the third?
Well, I like to see a lot of adjustments. I like to see our defense move the puck quicker. Forwards get in the forecheck a little bit more. Maple Grove's awfully good. Good goaltender, but they move the puck well. They put the puck in open spaces, so we got to put pressure on them. Don't give them the opportunity to play their game.
Thanks for joining us, Kurt. Good luck, and always great to see you again, too.
Always good to see you guys, too.
All right, Kurt Giles, the Edina head coach. His team trailing Maple Grove by 2 as we get set for period number 3 here. And it's Wayzata and Moorhead coming up in the nightcap here tonight on day 1 of the Turkey Trot Tournament for 2022. We'll be right back to Plymouth Ice Center with second period highlights and then period number 3 of the Crimson and the Hornets.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Welcome back here to Plymouth Ice Center. In game number 2 tonight, we'll be seeing the host Wayzata Trojans taking on Moorhead. And Pat O'Leary, Wayzata's head coach, joins us now. And Pat, you've been doing this tournament for a long time, and you bring in some great programs. How much do you look forward to it, just as a fan and a coach?
Well, I mean, it was so great. I mean, with COVID and everything, getting out of that, and then last year the crowd was pretty good. But I mean, look at this place; it's ridiculous. The amount of fans that are here. Moorhead travels well. Obviously, you have 3 of the bigger programs around the metro here too, with a lot of talent and good fan bases. And there's a lot of just average fans that want to come and watch good hockey, and they're going to see 2 good games tonight.
For you and the other coaches, is it a nice way to test the kids early too? I mean, just the good competition and the whole crowd part of it? Yeah, I mean, it's one of those deals where it's like you don't know what you don't know. So that's whether the talent of your team, what they do under pressure, with their fans in the stands and just random people watching, like I said before. But, you got all 4 of these teams are pretty young. So you got kids that played Bantams last year. They never played hockey like this before. So it's fun for them, and it's good for them to realize what it's like to play towards the end of the season in front of big crowds. And if you're blessed to make it to the X, it's going to be like this. And so you got to get those nerves out early. Are you eager to see what your young guys can do in a game like this too, just to see how they come out and look on the first night? Yeah, I mean, it's like everything else, like they can skate, they can shoot, do all the things that we like, but it's, what are they like as gamers? First time they get hit, maybe first time they don't get a call going their way or hauled down or whatever the case may be, missing opportunities. So how they bounce back through adversity, and this weekend does that for our kids, for both games. Whoever you play, you're going to have some adversity, you're going to get hit, you got to battle through it. Obviously, for all 4 programs, there are times when you're going to lose players to juniors and things like that. But is putting together a really tough schedule one way to maybe convince kids that high school hockey is legitimate enough to stay too? Well, I mean, I think that's good. We try to do that, just because it's. I believe it's easier to coach and you learn more from games like this than you do if you're winning 8 or 9-0. It just helps you in practice and so on and so forth. It allows you to play more guys in bigger moments as well. Your top guys have to play the whole game, whereas if you're up 5 or 6-0 at the end of the second, you maybe rest your top guys. These guys got to play through the whole thing, play at the end of the game, big moments, which it is same as it is in the playoffs. What's the overall makeup of your team as far as experience level? We got 4 or 5 forwards back, our goalie back. Obviously, we're very young and experienced at D, skill, but it's going to take us a couple weeks to get those guys, in the right positions. But overall, we got good speed and good skill. All right, Pat, see you in game 2 tonight. Have fun. Thank you, guys. Pat O'Leary, the Wayzata head coach. Again, his team takes on Moorhead coming up in just a bit. Maple Grove leading Edina 2-0. More of the coverage of that first game up next.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
From the pick, the Plymouth Ice Center, John Jacobson, Dan Ficken, Jay Wilcox. It is Turkey Trot Hockey Tournament for 2022-2023. Our first semifinal tonight has Maple Grove leading Edina 2-0 through 2 periods of play. It was 1-0 Maple Grove after 1. So look at highlights, Dan Ficken, from the second period here at Plymouth. There was a lot of action in that second period, wasn't there?
Yeah, pace picked up quite a bit. Maple Grove came out on fire, just really started rocking and rolling. And we'll see here how much forechecking they were doing, plus good defense.
Jack Roach and Robbie Klarkowski making saves for their respective teams. Some good chances. Klarkowski so far tonight with 22 saves. Roach with 16. Remained 1-0 for a long time in this second period. Roach making a nice stop there on John Halverson. And then we had the pushing and the shoving. We had the 4 minors came out of that.
That wasn't a fraternity get-together, that's for sure.
The shots on goal, 24-16, as I mentioned, in favor of Maple Grove. Scoring chances, really a big edge for the Grove. 16-9 for the Crimson over the Hornets. Penalties, 4 for 8 minutes for Maple Grove, 3 for 6 for Edina, and no power play goals yet tonight.
Yep, that was Maple Grove's period. They came out playing, took it to a higher level. They got themselves 2 goals, and away we go. So Edina's going to have to pick it up this period and really start putting some puck on net.
Mike Steenerson gets the only goal of the second period as we take it to break. We'll come back. Third period. And up next, between the Crimson and the Hornets, live on CCX.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You will also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
There's Blake Steenerson, number 18. His goal put Maple Grove up 2-0 as we go to the third. Well, we heard from Coach Giles. What do you think the message was from Coach Berglund to his boys going into the third now, holding a 2-goal lead?
Yeah, you don't take your foot off the gas, John. You just keep going as hard as you can against Edina. You know, sometimes you'll pull back and play a little more defense. I will expect the centers to play a little higher this period for Maple Grove, but I still think they're going to keep attacking.
As we look at the preseason poll from Let's Play Hockey, Andover and Maple Grove played on the championship game last year. And they're ranked 1-2, Lakeville South 3, then Edina. Benil and St. Margaret's always a fourth in Section 6, ranked number 5, and Hill Murray, Minnetonka, Rogers, Cretin-Durham Hall, and Wayzata.
That might be the Cinderella there, John, at Rogers. Keep your eye on them this year.
Well, what a great section final we had last year between Maple Grove and Rogers up in Elk River.
Yeah.
Maple Grove won, but Rogers, they've got a lot of good players back this year. Could very well be those teams playing again in the section final as I jump the calendar 3.5 months.
And I'm not taking a favorite in that one either.
Right.
You know, you consider that Grove got through and then they got to the championship game. Rogers is pretty good.
Icing on Maple Grove early here, 9 seconds in, gives Edina face-off in the Crimson end. That puck cleared out again by Maple Grove, and they ice it for a second time.
We might see a few more of these icings here this period by Maple Grove. I expect Edina to turn the pressure up.
Face-off win for Maple Grove. Brink taking the pass from Kernan. Left side back to Kernan for the tip. Was wide of Tarkowski in the Edina net. Pushed to the corner. And played up the boards. Under the stick of West. Halverson will bring it in. Drops it back to West. Back to Halverson. Comes in deep. Didn't put a shot on net though as he's checked in to the corner by Marginal. Comes to Brink. He'll drop it back for Stelzis. Up to Giuliani. With Giuliani off on his right to Finn Brink. Trying to step around the check as he can't get around Dexheimer. He does get back to the puck. Pushed by Steenerson. Back to Patefield. Takes a check there from Dexheimer. Freed up. Patefield playing it back to the blue line. Kept in the zone there. Bush with it. He got checked off the puck and Dexheimer has it. Onto the stick of Rubnik. Out to center ice. Edina skating right through. Allen shot. Shot goes just high and wide of the net. Off the stick of Cole. The blue line shot away. Up blue side of the Maple Grove net. Picked up by Picanato. Turns and passes back behind his net for Minot. Turnover by Maple Grove in their own end. To the blue line, kept in the zone from the right point. 2.5 minutes here into the third period. Not able to hold the puck at the point was Mikey Mason. Tipped by Casey Mason into the Maple Grove end. Casey Mason after it there, puts it out high, kept in. Turning and firing it with Mikey Mason back behind the net. Grove will get it out of the zone. Race for the puck. Here goes Julie Leafblad with a shot. Wide of the net. Trot putting it for Julie Leafblad. Imgren moves in. 37 for Maple Grove. Off for Leafblad. Leafblad then checked into the boards by Mikey Mason. Turning and firing a shot, but high on the attempt was Joey Imgren. Crimson keep the puck in the zone. And it's onto the stick now of Robbinsdale. Here comes to Casey Mason. And the net puck is just loose there. That's for Roach. Only cleared to the corner. West overskated it. Behind the net. Halverson out in front. And Roach make the stop point blank on West. Back out to the point. Shot away. That gets blocked by Brink. Behind the Crimson net. Pass along the boards and out it comes to center. Shot back in. Well wide of the net by Sandvin. Here comes Brink. Brink move. In and fires the shot just wide. Kept in by Bush. For the slot, turn in, lost the puck now. Alderson couldn't drag it around Stelzis. Check, and we're going to get a whistle here. Luke Giuliani's going to go to the box. Vandervoort will drag it all the way to the net. And as Maple Grove gets a touch on it, we get the penalty call.
And the fans are voicing their displeasure at that particular call. I don't know, it didn't look like a bad hit to me. I don't know, it might have been a little bit from behind, but.
They're going for charging, it looks like. No.
Going for charging, well, okay, might have taken a couple steps, but. Maple Grove being put to the test here now. That was a penalty. He definitely hit it from behind with speed.
4:34 the time of the penalty, so Edina back onto the power play. Over 2 so far tonight. This one shot wide of the Crimson net and Maple Grove able to clear it out. So Edina's had some good puck movement, Dan, in their 2 power play attempts. But not a lot of great chances, I wouldn't say. They've had good puck possession.
And I can't even really say Jack Roach has been the difference, the goalie for Maple Grove. It's just been they've restricted the chances that Edina's gotten.
West with it. Turns. Passes to the bottom of the circle, then back out high. Now to Revening. The West, top of the right circle, fires a shot. Hit. Well, I believe it hit off Imgren. Didn't get all the way to the net, certainly that. Back out to the left point to Revening. Drop it off to the side of the circle. West, quick shot. Roach to save, and then backhanded out of the zone by Minot. The defense has been really good for Maple Grove tonight, Dan.
It really has. I'll tell you what, the 4D that came back from Maple Grove have made all the difference in the world today. They have been fantastic.
Under 40 seconds to go in the power play for Edina. 11 minutes to go in the third period. Maple Grove up 2-0. pass out in front of Roach. Comes out, cuts down the angle, makes a nice stop on Barrett Dexheimer. Vandervoort back behind the net, has it taken away and a rifle down the length of the ice by Marganeau.
Good penalty killing always starts with your goaltender, and I'll tell you, Roach has been on top of it.
Line up, pass across, picked up by the Hornets at the boards. Feed it back off to Halverson, back onto the ice, and trying to interfere with the play there was Giuliani. As the Crimson back on full strength here. Left point gets past the defenseman there, and at center ice, Kernan takes it. Kernan will skate in, shot away. Korkowski glove save.
Korkowski had to be on his game there, boy. I came in on him quick, and it was a quick shot. He got off. Nice glove save. Well, Maple Grove, John, really restricted time and space on that penalty kill. You know, they just did not let Edina have any free movement. Good penalty kill.
Face-off win for the Crimson. Bush shot away. Kicked out by Korkowski. Centering pass out front. Hornets though are there. Kept in by the Crimson. And Bush again. Drop the back off. Leaflad with a shot. He comes to Steenerson. His stick gets tied up, and Korkowski gets control of the puck. Hey Dan, real quick, we haven't had a chance to talk, or haven't talked about two of the top players in these two programs that are out injured tonight. Landon Gunderson of Maple Grove and Jackson Nevers of Edina both won't skate this weekend.
God, it's a shame we missed him.
Right. Nevers back, expected back fairly soon, whereas Gunderson's injury a little more long term. Yeah, perhaps still as long as mid-season.
Yeah. The nice thing about both these programs is they're strong enough too, they can fill a hole or two, and you know, they're big holes to fill, but it's been a pretty good hockey game all around.
Got 9.5 minutes to play here in the third. Crimson will send it down. It's icing on Maple Grove. Maple Grove's got, you know, obviously good skill, Dan. They're not afraid to lay the body out either. They got some good-sized kids and play physical on here.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty good hits tonight. There's been some good physicality going on, but as the season goes on, we'll see how that wears on them.
Winning the face-off. Here comes Marganeau with a head of steam across the blue line. And got taken out of the play. Centering pass out in front. Marganeau the shot. Save. Made by Robbie Korkowski.
Well, you notice too how nicely spread out Maple Grove is, and they're forming a triangle to come in and creating shots that way. They've really made Korkowski work. Not tough shots, but they're getting the shots. Edina's got to start doing that too. They got to start flinging pucks at the net as much as they can. No more putzing around. They got to fire.
Albertson winning the face-off against Kernan. And out come the Hornets. This is Halverson. Speeds down the left side. Trying to get the pass off onto his left to Mason. Couldn't quite connect. Behind the Crimson net. Played by Stelgis to the blue line. Kernan pass to his right, but nobody there. Albertson brought it in, and he's taken out of the play. Here comes Kernan skating up through center ice. Brings down the left side. Gets squeezed out of the play as Brink goes after it. They're tied up back behind the net by Dexheimer, who frees the puck up, and the Hornets have it. Out they come to center with Mason. Casey Mason. Outside Grant Olson. Comes to Roach. And deflects to the left boards. Behind the net, Casey Mason. Checked there by Lano. Patefield has it for the Crimson. He'll skate up through center ice. Trying to drag it through, but couldn't get past Mikey Mason. Edina with a little bit of a rush here. Here comes Warpinski.
And he's offside. Oh. That'll just send the cheeks just a quivering on the coach when that happens. He had a nice rush going through. A lot of smooth, a lot of good rhythm coming through. And
yeah, good call.
Yeah.
For first game of the year, we have not had much for offsides tonight, though.
No, you're right. Yeah.
But,
we really have
a couple, maybe.
Yeah, not even icing that much either.
7:40 to go. Still 2-0 Maple Grove. Goals from Margato and Steenerson that put the Crimson on top here in their season opener. Shut up.
There it is.
Fires the shot away and a goal.
There it is.
And Bush has got a 3rd point tonight.
There it is. Wow. You can see that triangle setup coming through. You can see how they threw it in there. Are we get a penalty here? Or? No. Just verifying the goal.
I don't think so.
No, did they call it off? Yeah, we see the replay here.
Oh, yeah, the net's definitely off there. Now, Edina, if you're a Maple Grove fan, you're going to argue, well, Karkowski with his right skate gave it a little push, but definitely was off before it was put in the back of the net by Lucas Bush. So back comes Edina. Halverson, quick shot over Roach in the Maple Grove net.
Well, it was a beautiful setup, though, and a nice play. You can see the rotating triangle in play there.
Edina back in. Third away from the slot. Comes in onto Bush's stick. Too far for Patefield. Edina catches up with him. Dexheimer. Bring it up through center ice on the left side. Fires the shot. Missed on the short side. And onto the stick there of Picanato. Picanato ahead to Bott. Getting there first will be Joey Leafblad, number 40. To Bott. Off into the left side. Here comes Ingram in the slot. To Anderson. Back for Bott. It's tied up with Dexheimer. They both go down. And then back behind the Hornets net. 6:20 to play in the third. Hornets come out with it. They got an opportunity here. Here comes Mason. Centering pass broken up. Almost had another shot at it, but good job by Anderson to break up that pass for the Crimson.
Boy, I just think Edina's getting too cute there. He's sort of taking the shot rather than that pass. They got to start putting pucks on the net.
Now under 6 minutes to go. Centering attempt. Kernan put it out front. Edina loses it. Kernan getting it back. Can't feed it to Brink. And the Hornets have it. Out skates Bobby Cowan with it. Lost it at center. Good takeaway. Top pass. Brink shot away. Karkowski steers it away. Giuliani after it. Now Brink with it. Trying to center it. Deflects. Brink going after it again. Turns. Excuse me. This is Giuliani. Fired it wide of the net. The boards cleared and out by Edina. This will be icing on the Hornets.
That last shift just illustrates the rhythm that the Maple Grove Crimson are in right now. It's great rotation, great circling, moving the puck really well, getting good forechecks when they needed it.
Kernan will face off against John Halverson. Hornets need 2 goals, just over 5 minutes to get them. Dexheimer. To West, down into the Maple Grove end. Maple Grove can't clear it. Halverson. No, couldn't do anything with it. Maple Grove gets it back again and chops it to center. West has it taken away from him, and Patefield shoots it in. Dexheimer playing it back behind his net for Sandman. Right point shot fired high by Leno. Edina gets it back out. Alverson push it in right side. Goes down. No penalty there. Alverson tried to draw one. It's tied up on the far side by Stevenson, and now Maple Grove setting it down too far. Icing out the Crimson.
That was awful close there, John. That was almost 2 minutes, which would have helped the Hornets, but they got to get it down deep now. They got to make Maple Grove go 200 feet every time. And forecheck can take it away from them.
A reminder on CCX in about half an hour, you'll be able to see, barring overtime here, the game between Wayzata and Moorhead. We'll play some championship games to follow tomorrow. 5 and 7:15 here on CCX at the Plymouth Ice Center. You can't make it out. It's a tough ticket tonight. It is a standing room only crowd and then some. A little deeper around the pick. Look around the concourse area, down along the boards. Under 4 minutes to go, 3.5 to go. Hornets trail it by 2. Maple Grove able to get it out of their zone. And sent in deep on a long shot on net by Joey Leafblad. Revening playing it up to center ice. Bobby Cowan. Number 21. It's tied up by Stelgis. Cleared by Edina, all the way back out of their zone though as Dexheimer chases it down. Giuliani will chase after him, gets it ahead with Vandervoort, putting it out toward the front of the net. Back out, right point, we're under 3 minutes to go. Cleared back out of the zone by Brink. No icing here. They wave it off. Sandman, lead it up and then across to Cowan it comes. Cowan turning and dumped it to the empty corner. Played by Martineau around the boards. With the roll to get it up to center and down in the Edina zone. Under 2.5 minutes to go. Now it comes to center. Capefield, the shooter right back in for Maple Grove.
Dump it deep, dump it deep, dump it deep if you're the Crimson.
2:15 to go. It comes to Vandervoort for Edina. Trying to bring it in. He went down. And we're going to get a penalty here as Vandervoort brought down on the play by Beck Picanato. That's going to give Edina a late power play.
And they got enough time in to get a full power play here.
So 14:54 the time of the penalty.
Giving the Hornets now a little bit of life here if they can cash in on this power play.
They control the face-off with under 2 minutes to go now in the third period. Offside shot away by Mikey Mason. Got a piece of that, puts back to West, and deflected nicely out of the zone by Lucas Bush.
Nice stick check there.
And 35 to go in the third. And 30 to go in the period, in the penalty rather. 25 to go, comes back out to the right point to Revening. West. Revening. Kept it in the zone. Maple Grove follows out. The guy that keeps it in. Shot. And Roach makes the save. Goes back to West. Gives it back to Revening. Now 5 to go. Missed on the pass left side. Now under a minute to play in the third period. Mason lines one up. Fires it wide of the net. Under 50 seconds to go. We have an empty net for Edina. Shot away and Roach the save.
Just a nice job there, John, by the Maple Grove defense, just keeping that front area clear so that the Roach could see the puck coming. It was really a nice play. But you can see he saw it all the way. That D kept that Hornet right off his back.
And Edina will use its timeout here with 47.4 seconds to go. 42 seconds left in the power play. And with the empty net, it's in essence a two-man advantage really for Edina here.
Yeah, it is. But they'll crowd that net. They got to get somebody in front of Roach. He's seeing the puck too well, John. So they'll probably take that extra player and stick him right in front and let him play with the front of the crease. Maple Grove, just keep it wide. Keep it wide. Don't let anything get in the middle. Pay attention and keep the box tight. Keep it very tight.
We mentioned that this is the 20th year of this tournament. Burnsville won the very first tournament. It was Burnsville, Buffalo, Wayzata, and Park Center. Back when Park Center had hockey.
Oh, boy.
Back in 2002 was our original field. And Wayzata won 3 years in a row. Then Edina, Wayzata a couple times. Maple Grove, Edina 3 more times. Again, boy, it was some really good teams in 12 to 14. Wayzata, Holy Family, when they were in the tournament, won in 2016. Maple Grove back-to-back wins. And Edina most recently in 2021. They're going to have a lot of work to do if they want to repeat as Cup champions, though, down 2 goals with 47 seconds left. Net is empty, but still on the power play. Kernan to face off here against Cole. Roach has pitched a shutout so far tonight. Face-off win for Maple Grove, and they get it out of the zone. A good job with the face-off and then Brink clearing it down the length of the ice. That'll bring us down to 35 seconds to go. Up comes Revening with the puck. Off on the right side, Vandervoort, up saved by Roach.
Well, Maple Grove living up to their #2 rating right now in the preseason polls. Played a very good game here, John.
Very solid start for the Crimson. Trying to close it out here in the last 28 seconds. Draw. Won cleanly by Cowan. Sandvin fires. Get some traffic, a lot of traffic in front. Stop made. Cleared but not out. Another shot away. The body's out in front of the net, blocked by Maple Grove. Comes back again, another shot. Deflected just wide of Roach. 10 seconds to go. Comes back to Sandvin. Shot away. Stop made. Another shot away. Roach making another stop. And it gets to the corner, and that will do it. And Maple Grove with a nice opening season win. 2-0 over Edina. A really good effort.
Both looked in midseason form, didn't they? There was some
After
good
a little
skating.
bit of a slow start, I thought it was a really pretty good hockey game for game 1 of the season. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Good skating, good puck movement, back and forth game. You never knew who was going to win until you got into about the final minute here. And just a good effort by both teams. This is why this tournament's here, to let these good teams really get after each other and get a good start on the season to find out where they're at.
Goals for Maple Grove tonight. First period from Lucas Margano, assisted by Lucas Bush. And then in the second period, the goal from Blake Steederson, also assisted by Lucas Bush. And Jack Roach getting the shutout on night 1. Stopped 22 shots from Edina. Losing goalie tonight, Robbie Klarkowski with 29 saves in the game. So that'll do it for our coverage of our first semifinal. Again, another one coming up here tonight. Wayzata and Moorhead in about half an hour or so live on CCX. Third place in championship games coming up Saturday. All live here on CCX. For Dan Ficken and Jay Wilcox, I'm John Jacobson. Thanks so much for joining us for this one. Crimson win it over the Hornets. 2-0 Maple Grove, the final.